of the Kendrick Lamar thing, where it turns out now he has more Grammys than any rapper ever. And I don't remember the exact Drake line because I don't be memorizing Drake lines, but basically he talked about all Kendrick got to do is cough and y'all give him a Grammy. You say that the dude was wrong. He has a bit of a point.
I didn't think I'll be making a video about BET in 2026. I think I retired them many years ago. But yo, we got to talk about this one, man. Because the 2026 BET Awards just doesn't make sense. Kendrick Lamar winning Hip Hop Artist of the Year. And the sad thing is, this ain't even really about K-Dot. Before people jump in the comments talking about Drake fans are crying and other fans are crying, that's not the point with this video. The question is simple. How was Kendrick even eligible?
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the Renault Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple.
Thank you, everybody that's tuning in to Reset with MESCHAC. I am MESCHAC. Y'all do me a favor, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I went out of the country and now I'm back. I asked how was Kendrick even eligible because his last studio album dropped in November of 2024. I understand exceptions when albums bleed into multiple years, right? You could drop in 2024, but the album carried, over into 2025. Now, the peak of the album fell back down to the numbers wise. We're going back possibly even June of 2025. Some other singles carried on into, if I'm not mistaken, August of 2025. But the BET Awards was 2026 in June.
They have now made these award shows to act like there is nobody within a mile of Kendrick. They award him when he ain't done nothing, that we could say he's winning the Bill Russell championships. We get it. Just give him the championships. Here's the nominees. A$AP Rocky, Baby Keem, Big X The Plug, The Baby, Don Toliver, Drake, J. Cole, and T.I. I have zero problem with it, but I do want to let y'all know, I think we're going to look back in history and be like, there's a period of time where there was so much cried in that these awards meant nothing. There's not even a thing where it's like you could put a rivalry. Like it could even be, let's say J. Cole and Kendrick. It could even be like, oh shit, nah, Big X The Plug had a really good year. They're just awarding the award just because he's still fucking breathing. And at that point, he's getting Bill Russell NBA championships. Fine, we'll count it, but we know they mean nothing. That's it, all right? So congrats to Kendrick, but yeah. They have now made...
If we are judging artists based on the eligibility period leading up to these awards, where was the body of work in between leading up to 2026 of Kendrick dropping any project? That just doesn't make sense to go home with Hip Hop Artist of the Year. And to be fair, I say the same exact thing about Drake. Drake's new albums, specifically Iceman, just came out recently, meaning it likely falls outside the window, right, to get this award. This isn't about Drake versus Kendrick argument. It's about consistency. There were plenty of rappers who actually released albums during this period. Whether you personally like those albums or not doesn't matter. Those artists should have been the only ones competing for that award because they actually had projects, qualifying projects within that period. BET, this is why people check out, man. You know, the caveat in all of this, which I thought was just chef's kiss. Kendrick didn't even show up himself, man. Now, I don't know if Kendrick thought he would win or not. I just know there's no way in the world he cared. most notable artists don't even show up at the BET award. It's usually the C and B listers that show up. No shade, no shade. So I loved Kendrick for not showing up. It made it even more prevalent that BET is a dud, y'all. So no need to get upset. It's just, we're gonna talk about it because apparently BET is a part of hip hop. So it's just a talking point that can't be ignored. Why is Kendrick winning an award for a cycle which he had no projects in? When awards start ignoring their own timeline and criteria, people stop taking them serious, y'all. That's why moments like this make BET look completely out of touch with hip hop. I mean, this culture is a dying culture, man. Instead of recognizing what actually happened during the year, it starts feeling like they're rewarding whoever has the biggest narrative, whoever is trending the most, or whoever generates the most headlines. That's not how awards are supposed to work, y'all. And honestly, BET lost credibility with me, and I'm sure many of y'all. The moment I checked out was this, when Lotto won Song of the Year over Kodak Black's Super Gremlin. There was no way you could make me believe in hip hop there was a bigger song at that time. I'll wait if y'all could prove it.
I told you people like weeks ago, I'm like, bro, watch. They finna play with me. They ain't gonna give me everybody thinking I'm finna run that shit. But they finna play with me and they finna get Frappuccino. I swear to God. I like watch they finna play with me and get that shit. And then they gonna by the time when it's my turn to get me shit, they gonna play on a woman empowerment. Then around that same time that when the cheats, all the little cheats started crying about, oh, women empowerment, niggas be, males be so dominant and shit. I swear to God, Ace, been saying shit. I'm like, bro, they shouldn't.
So we know the agendas are in. Not just with BET, you got the Grammys and all these other award shows. They're becoming irrelevant. In the court of public opinion, we choose who we think anyways, who had the biggest year. But if you are gonna move forward with a show like BET, etc., all I'm saying is stick to the criteria. You can debate Kodak as an artist all day long, but there was no debating what Super Gremlin meant for hip hop that year. It was one of the biggest records in the country. It dominated streaming, radio, social media, and the streets. Yet, Lotto went home with the award. Now, here we are again. Kendrick is one of the greatest rappers in this generation. I ain't never gonna tell you different. One of the greatest. Not the greatest, so let's hold our horses. Nobody has to take that away from him, but giving someone an award they seemingly weren't even eligible for, how does this elevate your credibility as a hip hop platform? I'm talking about BET. It hurts it, actually. The award itself suddenly, in my eyes, and many people are talking about this, becomes useless. At some point, BET has to decide whether it's honoring the best of the eligibility period or simply handing trophies to whoever has the loudest buzz. And even if Kendrick had the loudest buzz, bruh, we're in 2026. No new projects. His last project was November of 2024. Somebody make this make sense to me. What do y'all think? Was Kendrick the right choice? Or should BET have limited the nominees to artists who actually released projects during this period? Let me know in the comment section. You know, maybe.